Years ago, Mighty Baseplate released a game with this page, and it followed up announcements of things that were added but never was, and then it was abandoned and left. But now those matters have dramatically changed, and now it's time to replace that game with a new one. Week at Scoops 3 Reburned is real. It is not a prank, and I'm going to tell you about it in as much detail as I reasonably can. I was playing the new Week at Scoops 2 Deluxe update, along with Mrmine himself, and then I decided to go and check out some other Week at Scoops games, and probably some bad ones, and then I noticed Week at Scoops 3. I wanted to play it with Mrmine, and he happily agreed. I went in to play the game, and with all the stuff that has happened in the game, I had the idea, and I knew if there was a good time to make a remaster for Week at Scoops 3, now would be that time. It does scare me a little of how I'm going to make it, because I don't want to get it copyright struck and taken down. Because if you don't know, the original Week at Scoops 3 is copy-locked, while Week at Scoops 2 Deluxe is not copy-locked. Which really does get me wondering why. So, with all that, I want to remake it to be a proper remaster instead of like a new mechanic or like rebuilt stuff that was broken in the original game. But I want to make it seem like special, but still keeping it as a joke. But in the lengthy time I'm making this game with Mrmine, I don't want to accidentally overhype what's going to be like a joke-themed game. I don't want fans to think that it's bigger than it actually is. But it may seem like it from here with the teaser that Week at Scoops 3 Reburned was announced. But it's really just a joke. This is all nobody's fault, but it does scare me a little. I'm excited though for Week at Scoops 3 Reburned. I really am, and I want you to be excited about it too. I just want you to know what to be excited for, I guess. The rundown of the game is it will be a new game with fixed mechanics and keeps the joke form of the original 3. I think that is what makes it special. You can expect 5 nights, a nightmare mode, and a blind mode. And also we will be remaking cutscenes, and finally we will be hosting tournaments in them like the original. With all this happening, I am developing Week at Scoops 3 Reburned's intent of being the final game. To be honest, this game is more like a side project to tie up a loose end, and it's not one of the current things I'm working on. Part of the reason why I want to edit out 3 is because I missed the closure that we all felt when FNAF 3 ended. It wrapped things up so nicely, and most of us weren't expecting another game, and I feel like the first 3 games are the best ones. Keep in mind, despite it all, I'm actually not much of a nitp fan anymore. I mean, no disrespect to the nitp community. They're amazing people who I admire greatly, but there are a lot of games and other genres that I have more passion for. But I don't want to focus my full presence and everything from my YouTube channel just on one thing, which is basically nitp, and I don't want to have my social presence on nitp at the time. I hope that's understandable. I am wanting to focus on my presence on Ninja Warrior with a little bit of nitp, but I'm sorry that I'm mostly going to be done with Week at Scoops, and this game is kind of a bonus. But I really want to show myself more as like the nitp guy or the Roblox Ninja Warrior guy, and I want to do other things too. Anyways, thank you for listening. This might be the last update for a while. You should read the description for more info. Expect more teasers eventually on Twitter, but I don't know when they're going to come out because I don't know when the release date is. Hopefully this year, but it could go into next year. We'll figure out what happens, but I can't predict the future on anything. And I just want to focus on other things too. Anyways, I'll see you when I see you. Take care, everyone.